We are being joined by Collins Chong Yu Keat, who is a China affairs expert, live from Kuala Lumpur. Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Collins.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Collins, over the years, there have been several reports claiming that Beijing could have contained the virus. They knew about it. They could have done more. How do you view these recent findings?
Well, it aligns with this initial, argument and prediction that has been made by, some U.S. officials, including former President Trump, that of course there were some conflicting, conclusions as to, the origin of the virus. Now that there have been this lively debate as to whether it is, a lab leak or, it concurs with the original, pointed, main cause of the virus coming from the Abundant seafood market. So over the years, we have seen also this new evidence being resurfaced as to how, Beijing has, as we all know, the initial phase, a couple of weeks, and now we have seen that they have almost 2 weeks of prior knowledge of, this virus sequence, and yet, the incompetence of, the Beijing officials and Chinese administration of letting the world know about or at least letting the WHO making them aware of this new virus, and that we have also seen how in the initial phase the Chinese administration has also stated that there's no evidence of human to human transmission, and that those with no symptoms are not being able to transmit the virus to others. So this was the initial information, and we have also seen, of course, a lot of cover-ups in terms of silencing the doctors that have pointed out the influx of patients in hospitals, and the consequences are dire, as you can see now. Also, Trump has also accused China of letting the people traveling abroad, and with this the impact of the virus now being made at the global level, and that at the same time restricting its own citizens from traveling across its own provinces and districts. So this is the main point that has been argued, and that we have also seen this lack of competence, and the cover-up has also cost, of course, the world millions of lives, as well as untold damages and effects that we have seen until now. So it is a sad state of affair to hear this.
Mr. Collins, I wanted to also get your thoughts on this. Now, there is hardly anyone we know who did not lose someone during that period of time. That year 2020, 2021, people passed away all over the world. People died all over the world. Everyone lost some or the other family member or somebody you knew who was not there anymore. And ever since, there have been so many other deaths which have also happened as a result of the ongoing pandemic or the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, is there any way of holding China accountable, and what happens next? Because now again we're hearing news of a resurgence of the virus. Is there any chance that China would own up to it, or at least take some kind of steps now to prevent it?
Definitely, because I think the world has to act, and of course, in order to prevent this from happening ever again. And the WHO has been singled out as basically a China apologist, and what Trump has argued that, of course, the funding that he has received from the U.S. administration, millions of dollars, but yet, in initial phase, as you can see, how WHO has also, been slow to act, and that, just receiving the information being given officially by China, and dismissing also some of the urgent, the urgent issues of the virus. And now we have also seen how the subsequent visits to China, a lot of information have been withheld, and that, some of the, data and all have been deleted, as you all know, and a lot of different arguments have been put forth by different authors and researchers. There have been books published, and I think this has to be held, accountable. And Trump has also argued that China needs to be held accountable in some forms or the other, because this is, the impact has been, devastating throughout the world.
The impact was definitely devastating for families all over the world.
And there have to be some economic repercussions as well. We have to have some economic repercussions, or for China to own up to this mistake, and owing the world an apology, and owing the whole world an honest apology, and also to make sure that this would not happen ever again in the future.
Apology is the least that China can do at the moment. Thank you so much for joining in, Mr. Collins, and sharing all your insights on this with us.
Thank you. Thank you.